Welcome to another Mission to Bank memory as we celebrate 25 years of Condors hockey here in downtown Condorstown. Pleased to be joined by one of the original Condors, Brian McCarthy. And Brian, first off, before we get into original Condors, we got to talk about what happened next door, the Bakersfield Fog. For 3 years, you were a part of that team. Take me through the memories of being across the aisle, if you will, over at the convention center.
You know, it was funny. After coming out of Division I hockey and playing in front of large crowds, and then playing a little bit in the American League and in other places, coming to the convention center where you played on a stage in front of 13 people, and the ice was always bad and the lighting was horrible, and it was just so small that it was just culture shock. It really was.
So you go from over there, and then you come into this place in 1998. There was a hole in the ground. You're one of the guys that makes the transition from the Fog days over to the Condors in that first year in 1998. As a player, it had to be special to come into this place with 9,000 seats and be, a state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah, we got a tour of it when it was still just cement and there were no seats, and we walked through and they're like, oh, this is where the locker room's going to be. And it was just incredible. Opening night, the first night that we were here, the crowd was electric. It was almost like a brand new atmosphere. And I was nervous for the first time in a long time playing hockey that night because it was such a new experience in Bakersfield. It was incredible.
Now, we've often talked about the past and the present and how things have kind of all intertwined here in Bakersfield. Your head coach in Bakersfield with the Fog is now the Condors general manager, Keith Gretzky. Yes. Give me some Keith Gretzky dirt from back in 95 to 98, or at least him as a coach behind the bench.
I really enjoyed playing for Keith. He's a good guy, genuine guy. I could tell some stories, but I'd rather not. To keep those between us. But like I said, he was really a joy to play for. He was emotional, and he got us to play every night. And the biggest thing with it was he just wanted us to work hard. He knew that we were in Bakersfield. They kind of honored hard work and that type of atmosphere. So the team was built around that. Just play every night.
When you talk about your post-playing career, obviously you have roots here in Bakersfield. You're back and forth with Boston as well too. But did you ever think in 1995 when you arrived in Bakersfield that it would be what it is today and your life would be what it is today? I had no idea. I expected to go back to Boston every year and settle there, and it just didn't work out that way. And it's been wonderful for the last 25 years. I have a house here, and my kids grew up here, and I got to know a lot of people in town here, and I cannot complain at all. That alumni connection, and we've talked about it with some other alums as well too that have stayed here locally. It's pretty special when you think about it, and a lot of guys that you've grown up with here in Bakersfield.
Yeah, still friends with Glenn Mears, who still lives in town, and I played with him for 3 or 4 years. Some guys have moved away, some have stayed. Even the guys that came after me, Mike Hofstrand, Andrew Iannero, all those guys, they still live here in town, and it's funny because we all get together, we all play golf together, we all play pickup out here some nights, and it's kind of fun because everybody's connected in a way. And regardless of when you played here, there's a common theme throughout the whole group.
We were kind of chatting off camera, but maybe an on-ice memory for yourself here in this building.
Yeah, the one that really stood out to me was we were playing San Diego one night here, and down at the other end in front of the net, I knocked Kevin St. Jacques over, and as he fell over, he kicked me in the face with his skate, and came off the ice, and I think I had 25 stitches put in my chin, and ended up coming back out and playing the last half of the game. Yeah. But that's probably, with all the goals and with all the whatever and the crowds and everything, I think that's probably the biggest memory because it hurt.
Did you ever think, when you're playing next door at the convention center that Condors Town and Condors hockey would be what it is today, with guys going on to the next level, and you're seeing $1 million guys here in Bakersfield go on to be real big stars with the Edmonton Oilers? Yeah,
that's always been the dream, and I think the biggest thing about it is the fans in Bakersfield have allowed this, and they've actually perpetuated it in a way. We started in such a small building, but the fan base was pretty rabid at that point. And I think once you move into a facility like this that seats 9,000 people, it just attracts more and more people to it. So it's just grown and grown. Bringing in the talent, joining the American League has been an unbelievable thing for Bakersfield, and to see guys go up and down and play, with Connor McDavid and all those guys, it's pretty awesome.
Cards, it was great catching up with
Absolutely.
you. Welcome back, and looking forward to your puck drop as well Saturday night.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Another edition of Mission Bank Memory. For more with Brian McCarthy and the rest of your alumni, head to condors.tv. I'm Ryan Holt. See you next time.